And just like that, we've got the federal budget for 2024. And there's a lot in it. I'm talking $9.5 billion worth of net spending in the next year. In the budget is a 10% rise in Commonwealth rent assistance. And on top of a rise in last year's budget and a whole lot of indexation, that means that this payment has increased by about 40% since Labor came to power. Also, there's a lot more energy relief. Previously, energy relief was really targeted at welfare recipients or pensioners, but now everyone's going to get $300 off their energy bills by July this year. The whole cost of living package, which includes things like paying nurses and teachers while they're doing their prac, will cost about $7.8 billion, and that's on top of the tax cuts. The government also has a huge focus on women in this budget, and it's no wonder after the spate of gendered violence which we've seen this year. In response, the government's funded a whole heap of different measures. Through a $20 million investment, they're doing things like boosting research when it comes to violence against women, more resourcing into the Office of Women, expanding legal resourcing centres across the country, and increasing trauma-informed healthcare outreach services. Something I also haven't seen in past budgets is the women's portfolio being almost split up into two. We've got a media release about women's equality and how to achieve equity, and a different release about women's safety. And that's because of just how big a focus the gendered violence piece has been this year. The women's equality package is still pretty interesting though, with a 10-year strategy called Working for Women that Labor has unveiled today. More broadly, the budget will also wipe $3 billion off student debt while overhauling how HECS is indexed. There'll also be a university ombudsman set up to help students make complaints about sexual assault and harassment on campus. The budget will also change how we use technology, with a $6 million age assurance trial funded to try to stop children getting access to violent pornography that's exasperating really damaging views towards women. And for gamers, there's also $1 million being put into an awareness campaign that's for how the government's going to classify games that have gambling within them.